Hi everyone! We sailed Carnival's Italian-themed Venezia in the summer of 2024. It was a 10-day Western Caribbean itinerary, round trip from Manhattan, New York. In this video, we'll give you a rundown of what we liked and what we didn't enjoy from the Venezia, plus some helpful tips and information which apply to this and likely many other Carnival cruise ships as well. The price we got for the Carnival Venezia cruise was pretty reasonable. For this 10-day voyage, we got a balcony stateroom for 3 people for around $2,600 including tax. For us, anytime we're able to book a cruise that's $100 per person per day including tax is a very good deal. And this one certainly fit the bill at about $85 per person daily. So while the cruise fare was good, you'll see that there will be examples of nickel and diming by Carnival. Now let's dive into one of the most, if not the most important aspect of cruising, and that is the food. Like other Carnival cruise ships we've been on, the buffet on board the Venezia did not have a large selection, especially for breakfast and dinner. For instance, at breakfast, the omelet station only allows you to order one of 4 choices. You could customize your order a little bit, but the choices of toppings were pretty lacking. We did not see smoked salmon, not to mention bacon, mushroom, or spinach. The lunch buffet though has 2 areas, one named Comfort Kitchen and the other is called Chef's Choice. There is also a different theme for every lunch buffet, so overall lunch did offer a solid variety of dishes. Dinner buffet only has 1 area and offer many of the same food served in the main dining room. Taste-wise, we will say that the buffet was pretty good with some hits and misses. We do have detailed videos of the buffet, main dining, and other complimentary food options from this Carnival cruise. See the description for a link to the playlist. By the way, if you're an avid tea drinker like us, you'll be disappointed to find that Carnival only offers black and green teas. And we're not talking about multiple varieties, just one type of black and one type of green tea. We couldn't find any chamomile, so first we thought maybe they just didn't have it at the buffet, but when we asked for it at the main dining room, we were told that chamomile would be $3.50 plus 18% gratuity per tea bag. So for those of you who enjoy chamomile and other teas other than black or green, you might want to consider bringing your own favorites on board. On the other hand, we were impressed by Carnival's wide range of lunch and snack food offerings. Not only is there the buffet, there is also the chipotle-like Tomodoro, also known as Blue Iguana on other ships. There's also Guy's Burgers, which offers greasy but tasty burgers, Pizzeria del Capitano, which we thought had the best pizza at sea, and Carnival Deli, which had a large variety of delicious sandwiches. Tomodoro and Guy's Burgers on the Venezia do also have a few special Italian-themed offerings, including an Italian meatball sandwich and a pepperoni pizza burger. By the way, Tomodoro also offers burritos for breakfast, plus one of our favorites, huevos rancheros. On sea days, there are even more complimentary options for lunch, including brunch, which does close at noon. There's also pasta bar, an unadvertised Asian buffet at the Seafood Shack, and La Strada Grill, which is an Italian-themed barbecue buffet. We found the offerings from these venues pretty good tasting and certainly worth a try. Here's a tip for you guys. For Carnival's Lido buffet and the deli place, there are typically 2 lines for the buffet, so don't start lining up at the first one you see because the other line may well be much shorter. This especially applies to the Carnival Deli, which can have very long lines. Also, if you want a freshly made to order omelet or fried eggs at buffet breakfast, there are 2 stations, including one at Carnival Deli. Now let's talk about the main dining room meals. For breakfast, there were certainly more gourmet-ish entrees, which included smoked salmon, avocado toast, a healthy breakfast bowl, eggs benedict, and more. There is also brunch, though only on sea days, and as we mentioned earlier, it closes at noon. We were a bit disappointed at that early closing time, plus how Carnival decided to remove some dishes from the menu like the Mediterranean salad and the fun signature tower, but brunch was still pretty enjoyable overall. For main dining restaurant dinner, there's the traditional seating and your time dining. There are limited spots for traditional set seating dinner, so most guests, including us, had your time dining. This means you can eat anytime while the main dining room is open for dinner. But you have to use the Carnival app to make a reservation first. You can start the reservation process as early as 10 minutes before the dining room opens for dinner at 5 p.m. And the app will let you know once the table is ready, which is what we recommend you do in order to get the fastest service and avoid a long wait. If you do that, typically you'll get a table soon after the restaurant opens and be finished with dinner in less than an hour and a half. Relying on the Carnival app to make reservations does come with the downside of delays if there's a systems outage. We experienced that one night and had to come down to the dining room to make a reservation physically. Since everyone else had to do that, that slowed down service by quite a bit. Another con is that the app doesn't let you pick a table, but if you do reserve within the first 10-minute window, you would increase your odds of getting one by the window. Overall, we thought the app-based reservation system was quick and easy to use. Menus are also available in the Carnival app as well, including those from upcoming dinners. You might wonder if you need to buy an internet package to access these features on the Carnival app while on a cruise. And the answer is no need. Simply make sure your device is connected to the ship's Wi-Fi, and all those features will work without having to buy internet. A note about Carnival's internet package pricing: it's not cheap, and we found that buying it before getting on the cruise turned out to be less expensive. Otherwise, one way to save money, if you do need internet, is to just buy only on the days you need, especially if your mobile phone plan has data coverage at the ports you'll be visiting. As for the main dining dinner food quality, we thought it was pretty good overall, especially some of those Emerald Select dishes. There is still lobster night too, and you can still order multiple appetizers or desserts for no extra cost. Carnival now does charge $5 extra if you order more than 2 main entrees per person. One thing we really commend Carnival of doing is having many vegan and gluten-free entrees available for dinner, so don't miss those sections of their menu if you have dietary needs. By the way, feel free to have your waiter box up your dinner if you want to enjoy it elsewhere, such as in your stateroom. Now let's take a look at the entertainment and activities you can find aboard the Venezia. First, we're going to highlight a unique activity for this Carnival Italian themed ship, and it's also held on Venezia's sister ship, the Firenze. It's called Fiesta Italiana, which was an Italian festival with many different scheduled activities, including a gelato eating competition, a race where guests carried terracotta urns, and towards the end of the event, a chance to try out some delightful snacks. The festival was overall fun and festive, and the food was pretty tasty too. So kudos to Carnival for putting on this unique event. The production shows at the main theater were pretty good. Here's a quick look at some of their performances. As far as the seating setup goes, we do prefer stadium style versus this traditional setup on the Venezia where guests in front of you can block your view sometimes. Unfortunately, that's the way many Carnival cruise ships theaters are designed. One of the favorite forms of entertainment for Carnival cruisers is the nightly comedy show at the Punchliner Comedy Club, held at the Limelight Lounge. It's our favorite as well, and Carnival puts in good effort so guests are able to see a different show every night, with 2 rotating comedians on board. Also, there's plenty of live music around the ship at night, plus there's karaoke and trivia games as well. They even have Family Feud at the main theater one night, which was pretty entertaining. Here are some miscellaneous activities we saw around the ship, including Dodgeball. Next to the sports court, you can try your hand at miniature golf. There's a ropes course too, though a lot of times it was closed due to high winds. There's a water park located at the top deck at the front of the Venezia. While the water slides there weren't the fastest or most thrilling, they were still pretty fun, especially for the little ones. Here's a tip for you guys. Near the water park, but indoors on deck 12, is the spa, and there is actually a complimentary hydro tub you can use. No need to buy any thermal suite package to access. The fitness center is also located here and is well equipped with nice views of the front of the ship.
Okay, look at me in there. 3, 2, and...
Round number 2. Let's go contestant number 1.
Technical term, they created these themselves, and they wanted to have a chance to be able to...
And of course, there are the late night dance parties on the pool deck every other night or so, including the 80s party, White Hot Night, and a silent dance party as well. One advantage the Venezia has in this regard is that there's a retractable roof over the main Lido pool area, so rain certainly won't be spoiling the fun. Carnival also shows movies here at night, and you can even get some popcorn to enjoy too, though it does cost $4 a bag. If you'd rather not pay for that, you can always grab some pizza or sandwiches from the Carnival Deli and munch on those while you enjoy the movie. There is also Swirls, which is located inside the buffet, where you can have soft serve until midnight. As you might know, Carnival is known for its excellent cruise directors, and the Venezia certainly had one in MarQ. We thought he was fantastic emceeing events and getting the crowd pumped up. Coming up are 2 sample schedule of activities from our cruise. First from a port day and then a sea day. As for the ship itself, we thought the Venezia had elegant Italian decor in some areas, including the Venice-inspired gondola in the main dining room, the column with the replica of the Golden Lion of St. Mark at the atrium, and the interesting Baroque decor of the Rococo bar on the Lido deck. Overall, the Venezia looked better and had more interesting visuals than other Carnival ships we've been on. The Venezia also looked pretty new, which is not surprising as it's only 5 years old and had a dry dock last year to convert it from Costa to a Carnival ship, though the yellow Costa funnel remains for now. Our balcony cabin was clean, nice and comfortable, and in good shape, other than some issues with the drawers. On the downside, Carnival has cut room cleaning down to just once daily, though you can schedule a time frame when you want the room steward to do the cleaning, whether it be the morning or the evening. We do have a few complaints about the ship. First, the air conditioning in some areas of the Lido Market buffet could be more consistent, leading to slightly warmer spots. Additionally, the strong cigarette smoke from the casino is very noticeable in the Heroes Tribute Sports Bar and nearby lounges on Deck 4. Here's a little tip: if you prefer to avoid the casino but need to access the aft section of Deck 4, such as the Limelight Lounge or the Your Time Dining Room, we recommend taking the cabin hallway above or below Deck 4 to the midship elevator or stairs. From there, you can proceed to Deck 4 to avoid the casino entirely. In addition, it was strange that during embarkation, you still can't just show the boarding pass on your phone. If you don't have it printed out, they'll make you go to a separate line to print out a barcode. So it's odd that Carnival is doing paperless menus at the main dining room, but you still need a printed boarding pass during embarkation. Above the pool deck, there are some ping pong and foosball tables that are very popular, such that it was strange to see Carnival shutting them down at 8 p.m. So we asked why so early, and the crew member who was taking away the paddles and balls said he didn't know either. This was the case for the outdoor sports court as well, located a couple decks up. Interestingly, the arcades apparently are open 24/7. So those were our impressions of the Carnival Venezia. We certainly recommend it, especially considering the wide array of comfort food options, good overall entrees at the main dining room, and all the fun activities available. It's a classic Carnival fun ship with some Italian flair added. But what do you think? Will you cruise the Venezia? And if you already have, how was your experience? We look forward to your comments, and please do give the video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. Thank you very much, happy cruising, and we'll see you soon in another video.